Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome to episode 33 of my 1 versus 3 versus 3 Age of Wonders 3 playthrough series. In this series, I'm playing against two separate teams of 3 Emperor AI per team, and I'm playing as the Halfling Dreadnought, Welby the Tinkerer. In our last episode, we eliminated another of our opponents. In this case, we eliminated Quandria Rivara, who's our Shadow Elf Rogue opponent. We were able to get her to surrender, and now we really just have the one opponent left here, which is Zorn the Disciplined, the Orc Warlord. And I'm fairly confident that Zorn has his throne city probably underground in this kind of northwestern portion of the map here. So probably somewhere up here. I'm not exactly sure where, but my suspicion is that it's underground and it's in that northwestern portion of the map. So we're going to keep right on rolling here. Again, we've basically been dropping these opponents like flies every episode or two. So let's see if we can keep this going and wrap this game up by finishing off Zorn. Now, before I dive into the episode, I did just want to give a couple of quick shout-outs to a few individuals who left some excellent comments on the previous episode. The first set of comments here, Civ5 Addict and Albtrom both left a comment that basically indicated that, in their opinion, the AI surrendered kind of too easily, and that's in reference to Quandria surrendering. And I actually agree with them. I think, just to kind of recap what happened last time, if we jump to the Shadow Realm here. So this was Quandria's throne, if I'm not mistaken, right here, Hanura. And as you can see, Quandria actually has some fairly powerful units here. She has a couple of Shadow Stalkers, a Succubus, a Bard, an Arcane Archer, and then Quandria herself here has a Shadow Stalker and 3 Shadow Elf Umbral Weaver Charioteers, which is the tier 3 racial unit of the Shadow Elves. And so, I mean, again, this wasn't poorly defended. She had a pretty decent army here defending it. The city was very well developed, as it is her throne. So I'm actually quite surprised that she surrendered basically after I took Chrysalon here using, let's see, I had Pimpton, and then I had a number of machine units here to assist me. I mean, again, I probably would have been able to actually take out her throne, but the point being that she did kind of surrender, yeah, probably too easily. And Albtrom actually suggested that in future games I could consider maybe not accepting surrender. I actually did that in my Orc Warlord playthrough series, where I actually didn't accept any surrenders. Again, I think I could probably use something like that maybe going forward. I'll have to kind of play it by ear and see how it goes, but what I might end up doing is if I'm kind of in a situation where the opponent is basically like finished and they really don't have much of an army, and I might accept the surrenders going forward. But if it's kind of a situation like this with Quandria where she's still got substantial forces, I might actually not do it. So maybe I'll kind of leave it up to the situation and decide at the time. But, you know, that's something, again, I can kind of decide on later. So let me know what you guys think about that one. Because, again, I do agree with Civ5 Addict and with Albtrom that the surrender came probably a little bit too easy. The next comment here is from Insert Username. Insert pointed out that, unfortunately, we may not get to see the Juggernauts in action. I was quite excited to have the Juggernauts kind of in play this game. We pan over here, you can see where... let's see. So, yeah, I'm working on Juggernauts in Hard Thistle, and we now have one of them here, as you can see right here. Very, very powerful. Our Tier 4 unit as a Dreadnought class, and unfortunately you can see where they kind of are located on the map here. We're really going to have trouble getting them to the front lines and really having them be of any consequence in this game. However, one thing that I could do is actually use the Juggernauts to maybe clear out some of these structures, as there are still, for example, some unexplored structures here, uncleared out things that do still need to be conquered. So maybe I can use my Juggernauts to do that and still have an opportunity to kind of try them out and showcase them. Because again, remember, I actually don't have a ton of Dreadnought experience. The next comment here is from Esteban Martin. Esteban actually pointed out that Warmaster Hobby is actually a female hero. So I can't remember exactly where Warmaster was. I think up here, yeah. So let's take a closer look at Warmaster. It's kind of hard to see from the image there, but I've been calling Warmaster Hobby a male hero. I've been saying him, but it might actually be a female hero. So my apologies to Warmaster there. I guess I've been incorrectly referring to the hero, but thank you to Esteban for pointing that out. The next comments here are from Q45, John Calabro, and Samuel Gomes. all three of them kind of mentioned that for my next playthrough, they were either asking or suggesting that I do a rogue playthrough. And that's my plan. I'd like to play as a rogue in my next series. The main reason for that is because I actually haven't played as a rogue yet on the channel. And I think it's kind of the one that I'd like to try out next, because similar to the Dreadnought class, I actually really don't have a ton of experience playing as a rogue. So I think that would be a nice future series here for my next one. In addition here, John suggested that something I could try out would be a Goblin Rogue with Keeper of the Peace Master, and then potentially Explorer or something else in that third specialization slot. I actually really like that idea because I haven't played as the Goblins yet, and I don't think, again, I could be wrong, but I don't think I've actually used Keeper of the Peace at all either. So that could be kind of a fun combination. So thanks to John for that one. I think I'll probably use that in my next playthrough series. But again, let me know what you guys think. Finally, here we have a comment from Samuel Otash. Samuel suggested that I could try out a Draconian Archdruid for the next series. And as much as I do like that suggestion, I think I'm going to, as I said, do a rogue series, probably a Goblin Rogue, simply because I haven't played as a rogue yet, and I haven't also played as goblins. So just kind of by, filling in the things I haven't done, I think that makes the most sense. That said, I do like Samuel's suggestion. One thing that Samuel suggested that I also really like, and I think I might actually implement in the next series, would be the addition of an ally. So Samuel suggested adding in either an AI or a human ally, which I think would be really, really fun. So something that I think I might try, and again, you guys let me know what you think about this, but what I was thinking is, in my next series, I'm going to have probably, again, playing as a Goblin Rogue, possibly with Keeper of the Peace, but we'll see. And then what I was thinking of doing is having all the opponents on Emperor difficulty as usual, and then maybe having an AI ally on my team who's maybe on like Knight difficulty, so like one of the middle difficulties. And then what I have to do basically is try to win the game, but also keep my teammate alive. And my teammate is obviously going to be at a severe disadvantage against Emperor AI. So I think that could be kind of a fun spin or change on the game, as so far I haven't really done anything like that. So thank you to Samuel for that. I think that's a great suggestion. And again, apologies to Samuel that I can't necessarily implement your Draconian Archdruid suggestion, but I might be able to spin that AI ally suggestion, which I think is a really good one. Okay, well, as always, big thank you to everybody for the fantastic comments. I really do appreciate them. And I also appreciate you guys bearing with me as I had a bit of a longer gap between episodes than usual. I was actually relocating for a different job, so I moved to a different city. And as a result, I was kind of away for a bit. So thank you guys for sticking with me and bearing with me for the bit of a gap there between episodes. But I should be up and running again. So again, without further ado, let's dive into the episode, because we've got a lot of work to do, and we've been away for a while, so let's get back to it. Okay, now let's take a look. So we had a few things going on when we last left off. Again, it's been quite a while for me, so I don't remember exactly who we had moved and who we hadn't moved. Now, we did have Galendil of Orlas here moving down with a very powerful stack. My only concern is that I know Zorn has some very, very powerful units, and I don't necessarily want Galendil charging in by himself. It would be probably preferable to have him with a bit of an escort, or at least some units to kind of back him up. So what I might actually do instead is figure out maybe a way to meet up with him. So maybe what I'll do is I'll kind of loop these units around this way. And then I can bring these ones in as well off of the ocean there. And yeah, basically I think we will kind of proceed in that way, and we can meet up with Galendil, and I think that will actually work out pretty well for me. Now, we can actually capture this independent dwelling here. And this previously belonged to Galendil, but of course, when he surrendered to me, it became sort of a free-for-all. It was up for grabs as an independent, and the only unit guarding it was this ogre here, who of course now is just a roaming independent unit. So I think what we'll do is we'll release this as a vassal, because I don't really want to dedicate the resources to developing it. And then I guess we'll just leave that unit there. Now, we did have some knights, and we also had a priest here. A couple of priests, actually. And what I was thinking of doing is heading down and clearing out these spiders, because, of course, they're a threat to the city. So, let's see. You know what? We could actually send this knight as well. So, you know what? Maybe we'll send that knight, both of these knights. And then can we get one of our priests down there as well? We can. Might be nice just to have one of our priests. And then let's engage the battle and we can clear out these units here. Just to protect the city, basically. I'm not 100% sure where these spiders came from, but hopefully I can eliminate them and then the city should be in good shape at that point. Now, of course, the biggest thing I have to watch out for here is going to be some unpleasantness from these spiders in the form of their webbing. So I want to try and eliminate them, or at least do some work on them here as best I can. We'll do some devastating charges. There's one. And this should get the kill. Ooh, not quite. All right, let's move in and get the finish here. Okay, perfect. Now I expect a web, but we'll see. Okay, no, just went in for the flank. That's fine. That's actually going to give me an opportunity here to move in and heal up a knight who took some damage. And then we can do a nice flank shot there. Turn him around and just get the kill like that. Very nice. Okay, so that takes care of the spiders who were kind of threatening my territory a little bit there. Meanwhile, with this stack, maybe we'll go and clear out that watchtower just so we have a little bit better vision in the area. I think that would be smart. Let's see. Stick Bockerston might... They're actually interested in joining me. Now that Glendale's out of the game, again, I'd be more inclined to actually bring the city into the fold rather than have it as a vassal. I'm just not sure if it's necessarily even worth doing. I mean, we would have access to a full rock quarry in the city, which would be pretty good. You know what? I can think about that one. So we finished off Destabilized Mana Core, which is great. Now we have access to one of our sort of endgame spells, which is fantastic. Let's see. We had lots of other things being produced, so maybe let's sort out some of that. So again, we have units that are being produced. I was actually going to try and maybe use some flame tanks to clear out this Castle of the Lich King. Again, that was insert username's suggestion. So maybe we can still try for that. Let's see if we can get up there. We've got all these other units here kind of heading up that way as well. And we've got another flame tank here as well. Move up to join. So we've currently got one flame tank, one cannon. That's 2 flame tanks, 3 flame tanks. So that's pretty good. It'd be nice to have a little bit more. Can we get our Juggernaut over there relatively fast? It would take a few turns, but we could do it. It would take 3 to get there. You know what? Let's do it. Let's get him over there and he can get into the action a bit. And then meanwhile, we'll start building a second Juggernaut here. There we go. Anything else? We've finished a Storm Priest here, who will probably just guard the city. Now, we had kind of our units moving over to basically see if we could recapture the city of Yargan, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the town of Yargan. Now, unfortunately, with what I've got here, that's going to actually be pretty tough against what we're dealing with. So we've got a Spirit Elemental, a Fire Elemental, and an Air Elemental. So the Air Elemental is going to be immune to the Lightning Cannon, but the Fire Elemental and the Spirit Elemental should be... Ooh, unfortunately, the Spirit Elemental has protection from it as well. So that Lightning Cannon is really only going to work on the Fire Elemental. But thankfully, we do have a standard cannon and, of course, our flame tank. So, yeah, I think we should be able to handle this battle. Won't be the easiest battle, that's for sure, but let's see. It's telling us probable defeat. Let's see. What about the Spirit Elemental? So it does have fire protection as well. Yeah, that's going to be kind of a tough call. Now, if I abort the attack, can I bring any other units in the near future to assist them? I do have this stack, which I think, moving kind of up north, if I'm not mistaken. I need to start eventually getting up there to clear out. I believe it's this structure that is spawning units, but I'm not 100% sure of that. You know what? At this point in the game, let's just do it. Let's try it. Again, I'm going to have some trouble in this battle, I think, but... Could also use a spell if need be, although I'd like to avoid that if possible. Now, since I'm outside the walls, I might be able to take advantage of that, actually. And what kind of range do I have on the cannon here? Alright, so the lightning cannon, again, we're going to really want to... Yeah, we can't really do a whole lot there, so I think we'll just chill out. Now, as for the cannon itself, unfortunately these two units are not in a line. I was hoping the Spirit Elemental and the Air Elemental would kind of be in a line, but they are not looking that way. Now, I might still be able to blast, though, the Fire Elemental, I suppose. Although it might be better to actually put a hurt on one of the other two units because they're immune to the... or nearly immune to the Lightning Cannon. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, there we go. So that at least did some. And then, of course, we can use our reload on the cannon. We'll move our flame tank up as well. Now, they might come out and attack me. We'll have to see. Yeah, there it is. That's kind of what I was expecting. Alright, so now we're going to want to kind of run away a bit here, I think. Just because I really don't want them kind of right up in my face like that. Now, we're going to have a line of sight penalty, of course, but we can get rid of that if we move the cannon. So, I think we'll go like this. There we go. I can still blast the lightning cannon, no problem. And then with our regular cannon here, you know what? We could actually do a lineup shot here, which wouldn't be so bad. You know what? Let's do that. There we go. Okay, we can do this. Very nice. And then we can do that. Perfect. And then let's step up with my flame tank here. Fortunately, we're not really going to do anything to the fire elemental, but we can hurt the air elemental quite a bit. Now, we could try a blunderbuss shot. Unfortunately, I don't know if that's going to be enough to get the kill, but let's see. Yeah, our fire elemental is going to survive, and so would our air elemental. That's not really ideal. What about... We have Shadow Bomb. What does that do? Oh, that would almost kill the fire elemental. Not quite, though. Even if we got a max roll, we'd only do 6, unfortunately. Yeah, that's really quite the shame. Yeah, I don't think we really have a chance to kill either of them. So I guess we'd have to use a spell if we wanted to really do anything here. In order, like, if we wanted to actually kill off one of these two units. The other option is, of course, I move in here, reload the cannon, and I'm basically guaranteed to lose the engineer. Let's see, what do we have for attacks here? We have Fireball, which is really the only one. Although we do have Flashbang as well. If I hit the elemental with this and then use a Flashbang, I think that would be enough to get the kill. Oh, it didn't roll for very much damage. That's quite unfortunate. Okay, well, we can get the kill either way there, so let's kill the fire elemental. I was hoping that explosive death would actually kill the air elemental, but no such luck. Oof, my little engineers are gonna die, yep. Kind of unfortunate, but not entirely unexpected. Alright, now let's blast the air elemental, get the kill, and then we're just gonna run back with our cannon and reload. Alright, so now we are just going to attack with our units here. We're going to do as much as we can. Just one shot, and then we're going to retreat back. Do another one there. Same story, retreat back. Okay, so I can't really run much further, so we're gonna head back here with the lightning cannon, and we will head here with the regular cannon, and then our flame tank we can step up and ram, I suppose. Alternatively, we could just run away. You know what? Maybe what we'll do is we'll park the flame tank like this. Let them come and attack the flame tank. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then we can basically just do this. Perfect. So it's a shame we lost the engineers, but hey, we got Yargan back, so I'm not going to complain about that. Now that Yargan is back in our control, I have to decide what to do with it. You have another Castle of the Lich King here as well that we haven't explored. We also have this Beacon of Light that could be cleared out. So maybe what I'll do with Yargan is I will, for now, just produce a Flamer to have another City Guard, basically. And this stack can just chill out right there. What else did we produce? We have a Golem here in Asyut. I believe I was sending them, yeah, in through here. So let's kind of reinforce our position. Again, I had actually kind of wove my way through here. This turned out to be a dwelling that belongs to Zorn. And this stack made it through. Looks like we could do another battle here with some engineers. So we'll have to be careful, but we do have repair, so I can repair the golem at least a little bit. So we'll do it. Just have to watch out for that spy drone, of course, because it can explode. Alright, so we will drop an emergency repair on the golem. There he is, nice and strong now. We're going to let them come a bit closer to us before we do anything. Nice, and they are kind of grouping up, which is probably good for us. What's that spy drone's range? Okay, it can't quite get in there to attack us yet, which is good. Very nice. Okay, and then we could blunderbuss hatchlings. Nice, and we got the kill there. That's great. And let's go bash the engineers in here. Very good. And we'll leave our temple guard in for reserves. Now, I suspect the spy drone's going to attack our golem, unfortunately. Okay. Not a huge problem there. Now, of course, we don't want to light our own golem on fire, so... See, there we go. We can do this. Oof. Yeah, that kind of hurt. Now let's step up like this. Very nice. And then we can get the finish like this. Perfect. Okay, so that takes care of that structure. We can keep on moving here. It looks like this is an independent... Oh, it's another dwelling. Okay, another dragon dwelling. I wonder if I can head up that way. It almost looks like you might... Like I might be able to. And it would connect up here. Rather than having to go through the dragon dwelling. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like that might be a viable path, actually. So what I might do, because again, don't think Zorn has a presence really in the Shadow Realm all that much, so I think we're... Oh, of course, as I say that, there it is. Let's go check it out. Is this another... Yeah, that's another dwelling. Okay, so this is an Archon dwelling. Oh, and there it is. Okay, so he's got Manticore Riders galore, not to mention a High Elf Warbreed, so that's something that we could possibly send this stack up to try and deal with. Again, we got into a battle, I believe, with this stack previously. So we will have to see. Now, down here, we can send this group up. Regarding what to do now with this stack, and of course with Quandria herself and the units over here, we'll have to decide. So obviously I would like to go over here and try to gain control of these cities that previously belonged to Quandria. There's another one down here, a dwelling. So maybe I just use Quandria to do that, rather than trying to get her involved at this point. Yeah, geez, I'm trying to kind of figure out what would be best. We can send this spy drone down here to figure out what we've got. So, oh yeah, we could handle that. Titan's going to be tough, but I think we'll be fine. We could basically send Quandria herself with her group on down. Maybe we'll give her an extra Shadow Stalker. And we'll leave the bowmen behind there to guard the city. There we go. And then they can just head on down this way. Now, did I do Quandria's? Yeah, I already distributed her level up points. And then we can engage. So this will bring another dwelling under our control. Fortunately, they do spirit damage, which our Shadow Stalkers are not really protected against, but we should be able to just kind of let them come to us, I think, here. Alright, we'll just park our units. Get them ready for action, basically. And then we're going to let them just come right at us here. Okay, there we go. Now let's start wailing on this Titan as much as we can. Fortunately, he's immune to mind control, so we're not going to be able to do a whole lot in that regard. But we can do this for some big damage. And then get the finish here, I think. Perfect. And then we can actually send Quandria over to try to get a charm off, which wouldn't be so bad. Okay, it didn't work. Charioteers can take them on. I suppose we could do a Shadow Burst attack. That wouldn't be so bad. Let's see. Go like this. There we go. And then do another one here, possibly. Ooh, that's going to hit our own unit, though, so maybe instead we just attack. Do a little bit of damage there. Okay, now I don't think we have any healing necessarily with Quandria. No, we don't. We do have arcane arrows, however. Let's step up here. There we go. And I don't think, yeah, unfortunately these units don't really have any means of healing themselves or anybody else, so just get some Shadow Stalker experience. There we go. So very nice. That brings another dwelling into our control. And of course, I'm going to release this one as a vassal, I think. Just so I don't have to develop it or anything like that. Okay. And then Quandria can start making her way back, basically. There we go. As for this other stack, I suppose I could maybe send... I could send some of them up north, at least. Just to see what we can see. Maybe this city isn't as well defended up here. We'll have to kind of find out. Let's see what we're dealing with. Okay, so we got a Shadow Stalker and an Umbra Weaver Charioteer. Yeah, we might need backup if we're going to attempt that one. But it is nice to bring these cities into the fold. That's going to provide us basically just extra resources and all that good stuff. So Racklin, on the other hand, down here has produced a flame tank who I will send up to basically join this stack, I think. And I think they'll just keep moving north, basically. There we go. Now, it would be great to have... excuse me, it would be great to have another engineer, so I think I will perhaps produce one. And then, yeah, down here we have this Archon dwelling, which is almost finished the Citadel of Light, and then we can start pumping out the Archon Titans, which will be fantastic. Now, of course, we have this city over here, which, again, was taken from us a long time ago by Colm the Lucky, and of course, now it's an independent. So we're just going to blast the crap out of these units that are hiding in there. Oh, I didn't mean to move up all the way, but that's just fine. And unfortunately, I don't think we can... Yeah. So what we'll do here is we will reload the back cannon. And now I suspect they're going to come out at us, but we'll see. Yeah, there it is. Oh, I was hoping they would line up, but they didn't quite. Okay, and we will back up as much as we can, I think. Maybe we can go one more. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Okay, we'll go back here and reload this cannon. Again, we just want to kill off that phalanx unit so that it's not as big a threat to us, basically. Yeah, unfortunately, they're not lined up again. I was hoping they would be. Nice big damage there. And, ooh, unfortunately, we can't quite get the kill with these units kind of in the way, so we'll move them. There we go. And we'll do a nice reload there. Now it's just these crossbowmen that need to be killed. There we go. We can just get the finish like that. Very nice. All right, and we've taken back the city of Vinstar here. So we will just absorb this one. Again, at one point this was ours. It actually used to be a Shadow Elf village, but it was converted into humans by Colm. So again, we're taking back control. And this spy drone now, I suppose, can maybe go do something else. Just looking around to see what else I could maybe scout in this area, if anything. Maybe we just head back up this way, kind of thing. Might be the best thing for it, would just be to kind of, yeah, head back this way. Of course, we can summon another spy drone, which might actually help us out. But let's continue doing our produced units, distributing them as best we can. So we've got another army heading over this way. Got an engineer here who's doing the same. Okay, let's see what else. Storm Darter and Valok, that's just to guard the city, of course. Nurm has produced a knight. That knight can certainly go north. There we go. What else here? This priest is just guarding the city. Fairfields has produced a jester. That's again just a city guard. High Elf Stormbow up here. Might actually be decent to maybe head down and join. Stack down here. So we have Awanes, who has been sort of clearing out stuff in this area, and we're actually heading back to try and reclaim the metropolis of Manthros, or I guess claim it, since it was never actually ours. It belonged to one of our opponents, and now we're going to try and take control here. So I think we should be able to do this. So we're up against a Succubus, Brew Brother, and 2 Longbowmen. Of course, they do have the wall, so those Longbowmen will be at least a bit of a threat for us. We should be okay. Okay, so our Griffin Riders can get in behind the wall without too much trouble. Neither of them really need any healing. That said, I am going to bestow Iron Heart on this one so that I do have that resistance to, or that immunity to mind control, just in case that ends up being attempted with a seduction attempt from the Succubus there. Meanwhile, the shrines can kind of move on up. There's that Prismatic Spire doing a bit of damage to us as well. So it would be great to get our units in there to start dealing with these Longbowmen who are wreaking havoc on us here. Of course, they're at risk now that they're going in like that, but just really need these Longbowmen dead. There's one. There's another, not quite the kill, but at least we did some pretty big damage. Yeah, we can't quite do any damage there, so I think we will just hang out, and that will be our turn. Those cleavers. Okay, so we can kill off the longbowman like this. Very nice. And then we can actually get in there and do a nice ram, which wouldn't be so bad. Just looking kind of at what would do... Yeah, let's do that. We'll go in and we'll ram. Nice. That was actually pretty solid damage. Very good. And then we can get in behind the Brew Brother here, do a nice big flank. Get the kill, no problem at all. And then you know what? We can get up on the wall and we might... Yeah, there we go. We can do a little bit of damage there. Fortunately, our shrine is going to take a... Oh, I thought it was going to take some damage, but I guess we're okay. Drop a nice self-heal there. And then, you know what? The shrine can probably just get the finish. What about this one? Has it leveled up? Yeah, it already did. Okay. So, yeah, I think we'll just get the kill with the shrine. Very nice. Alright, so now Manthros is in our control. And we will just start absorbing it. And yeah, we've really got now a solid grip on basically the entire eastern portion of the map here, which is great. Not sure what I was doing with this stack. I don't really remember. We've already captured this area, so maybe we head north and try to kind of find a way underground or something like that. I think maybe that's what we'll do. Or, you know, we could head over and start trying to clear out some of these structures, something like that. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll head over here and see if maybe we can start clearing out some structures. Okay, lots of join offers. We're not going to be accepting pretty much any of them. Mole Biloth. That one is a little bit tempting, but I think I'm going to just reject most of them for now. I don't really want to spend the... I don't want to put the effort into developing the cities, really. Okay, nice. And we've got a Stormbow here in this city. I think we will actually send the Stormbow on down to kind of reinforce our position a little bit. I think I'll just keep making Stormbows, actually. Because, of course, Galendil, I don't want to send him in by himself. I think it would be best if he had an escort kind of moving with him. Suppose we could kind of detour around down this way because we want to link up with our machine units here. So I think we'll actually just leave Galendil where he is. Meanwhile, now we have Holly over here. So Holly, I suppose we could head north and try and take control of this. We could also just keep heading this direction here to clear out whatever we've got kind of in our way. War Master, now she is over here. And I think we've already... We haven't been to the Shadow Realm right there, but I suspect that we're not going to be in a huge rush to get there. But you know what? Let's do a spy drone right here. We can head up and check out what's in the Shadow Realm right there. Okay, so nothing's immediately jumping out at me, although there is a structure here spawning roaming units. Got some treasure we could try and grab as well if it's not defended. Although that one might be defended. So yeah, for War Master, I suppose we could go up the water here. That's maybe not the worst idea. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Bit of a gamble as we don't know what's over there, but I think we'll be all right. Then I think we'll send this stack on down to reinforce Holly's position here. And I think we will maybe just ignore this little structure in here. And instead, I think we'll just keep heading this direction. Again, we want to get over and find Zorn. Find a way underground so we can deal with Zorn effectively. Right, so let's clear out this structure real fast. You know what? I will even do auto combat just to get this one done. Very nice. And then you know what? I would like to clear out this watchtower just for the vision it's going to provide me. So do that as well. Very nice. Okay, so that's great. Now we've got massive vision. Ooh, we got a frost giant there. That could be I could attempt to convert it. That would be really, really cool. Although I think... Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay, I was going to say, I don't think the frost giants have mind control immunity. So, yeah, that's one we could try for, I suppose. But might be better to just keep moving kind of this way. Again, we want to try and find a way underground, basically, is what we're looking for. Ooh, they'd like to have open borders and a peace treaty. Sure, I'll accept that. Kurzu has been absorbed. Okay, that's great. So now we've reclaimed Kurzu. Did belong to us once upon a time, but I think Quandria took it from us, if I'm not mistaken. Regarding production here, I think for a lot of cities we're just going to do merchandise, but let's also think about our research choice now that we've basically got one of our end game spells here. Let's see what else would maybe be useful. Forge Blast, Cleanse the Source. Jeez, I'm not really sure what would be the most useful for me. Irregular units receive Sabotage. That could be kind of helpful for us, actually. Maybe just some extra casting points, honestly. I think that's probably what we'll do, just for the extra boost there. Regarding additional casting here, we could use mana fuel cells on some of our other cities. I'm just going to pan around here a little bit. Take a look if there's any that are missing. Now, I know some of the ones that we're in the process of absorbing won't have it, but unless we're going to have them in the next turn, I don't think I'll... Yeah, this one I'll actually throw it on. There we go. How about... Yeah, Manthros we just conquered. There's another one. Thor's Bud, we can throw it on. And... Yeah, you know what? Let's bring them into the fold. Sure, why not? Oh, nice. And they've actually got pretty decent production capability here. So we'll start working on a Stormbow. And we will throw Mana Fuel Cell on there. Oh, and nice. That changed it to a single turn. That's perfect. 2 turns left here, so we'll use some more next turn, I guess. How about here? 3 turns. Don't think we really have anything underground to worry about. And in the Shadow Realm, Yargan could use it. That's for sure. There we go. And don't think we can use it on dwellings if I'm... Yeah, no, we can't, so... However, we can throw it on our newly acquired city right here. Again, the former throne of Quandria. Okay, that's going to take care of that. So that's pretty much all of our casting done. Now let's just kind of finish up our production real quick. Over to Rakhalin. Let's do another flame tank out of here. Bittercress. I think just based on its location... You know what? We'll do one more flame tank, and then we probably won't produce a whole lot more out of there. Again, a lot of these cities, we're just going to do merchandise. Asyut now has the Golem here produced, so... You know what? We'll just make another one, I guess. Over to Bebjun. I think we'll just do merchandise here. Ahas. Same story with merchandise. Do have an engineer here that needs to go and do something. I think we'll send him north to see if he can make it up here. Nurm. Another one we'll just do merchandise. Valak. More merchandise. Vassistan. Same story. Sight Veil as well. I think we're done selling everything that we had previously in the city. So yeah, we'll just do that as well. You know what? If we jump back to Sassistan, we might actually be able to sell something off here. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, there it is. Let's sell that for some extra gold. Fairfields. We'll do some selling. Beerneth up here. I think we'll just do another High Elf Stormbow. And then in the Shadow Realm here, we can do these Umbral Weaver Charioteers, so I will produce one of those. And that's going to pretty much do it for our gold now. Now we can go underground here. Let's see, have we been... No, we haven't been anywhere over here, so... We do still have a few units that can move around. Take a quick look. Okay, it's finding something for us in the Shadow Realm there. Kind of interesting. And I'm just going to do a little bit more exploration here. I think we've got... Yeah, this spy drone can keep doing its thing. We've got a cave entrance here. It's going to bring us up to the surface. Go back down. Keep exploring a little bit more. Ooh, and we've got ourselves evangelists guarding this city. And we also have this little prospector who's been just digging away, getting some extra cash. There he goes. And these units will just guard the city. Now, what to do with that one, Ness? Start sending her this direction, I think. Oh, and I forgot we have this structure, this group as well. So they can maybe head over here and try and grab this dwelling for us. Ooh, it's quite well defended, though. We might have some difficulty with that. We can still give it a shot, though. Meanwhile, Welby, I believe, was heading over to this Shadow Gate, actually. It's kind of where he was off to. We'll grab this. Get that blessing. Head straight over here. Clear this structure out. I'll do it in auto combat and just hope nothing bad happens. Yeah, there we go. And then we can head that way. Perfect. Alright, so now let's sort out this group over here. Now, if we go through this Shadow Gate, where is that bringing us? Yeah, we might have to come back up here, actually. So that's maybe where we want to go with kind of all of these units with Pimpton and with kind of his stack. So come up through there. We'll follow with these other units as well. There we go. You know what? We'll actually go back through. That way we've got protection in case we come under attack. Meanwhile, with these two, I think maybe we'll head up and start trying to harass that dwelling a little bit. So let's kind of go that way and see what mischief we can get up to. Okay. There we go. Now we have this builder as well. Don't remember. I think maybe we were heading down here to try to grab those extra casting points. So let's do that. And yeah, we're just going to make sure all of our units have been kind of told what to do. This group was, again, yeah, just moving in to kind of reinforce our other units. Oh, and of course we had this builder. I almost forgot about him. This trading post has been cleared. We'll figure out something for him to do. And then as for casting a spell here, maybe Maybe we'll just do another spy drone. Just to kind of get that going. And yeah, I think that'll do it for our turn. So now let's see if Zorn decides to try anything crazy in the Shadow Realm or anywhere else. Actually, maybe the surface would be the best place to watch. Again, my suspicion is that his throne city is underground. We've had a domain invasion here at Fuchsborg. I'm not sure where Fuchsborg is. But I guess we'll find out. We've received a proposal from Nimand. Let's see. Sure, open borders and peace treaty? Absolutely. Fuchsborg is here. Okay, so we're coming under attack in the Shadow Realm. Now, thankfully, this is our dwelling that is a vassal and is very well defended, as you can see here. So, don't have to worry too much about just a lone unit here that's kind of pushing into our area at all. That shouldn't be a big problem for us. Okay, nice. So, yeah, this is a little pathway we can actually make it up through here and connect with our other units. We can actually clear out this structure on our way up as well to aid this city. And yeah, we've got Quandria here as well. That watchtower would be nice to have. Let's head over there maybe with our spy drone. Try and bring that into our control. And then Quandria, I think we will just send kind of... Just trying to decide. I think we'll send Quandria north so that we can grab control of this city. Because we have our stack moving in, but I think they're going to be hard-pressed to win this fight as it is. So we'll back them up with Quandria herself. Now, with Pimpton here, we can dive right through. We can start pushing in, I think, because we've got some pretty tough forces now at this point. All right, so now let's see what he's got for defenses. Okay, he's definitely got some decent units in there. Let's see how far in can we get with these ones. Make it in like this. Let's go back to the Shadow Realm real quick. Bring these on through as well. Okay, there we go. So now we can just camp out right there. We've got ourselves a... look at all these units he's got there. Boy, oh boy. Thankfully, not a ton of Manticore Riders, but he does have some pretty decent defenses. So I'm actually glad I didn't push forward with Galendil on his own. That probably wouldn't have gone so well for me. Okay. Yeah, I think if we just kind of keep bringing everybody to kill him there, that'll go well. Now, let's see. We've had some items show up. Nice. Some new chest gear for Retromoria. So we can equip that. Now, do any of our heroes need chest gear? Quandria does. All right, let's send this off to Quandria. That was easy. We can equip that so it's there when it gets there. Or it's already equipped when it gets there, I should say. We did have some headgear arrive for Leo, and he's already wearing it, which is great. Okay, and it looks like we'll actually be able to get in there and fight them if we are so inclined. I think we're going to have a tough time because, again, there's so many Manticore Riders. I think we'd be in big trouble if we really tried that, but I suppose we could do it. Ooh, they'd like to become our vassal, absolutely. I will accept that happily. It's guarded by a Shrine of Smiting. That's kind of hilarious. Right. Ooh, nice. We have the Citadel of Light finished here in Endram. I would like to get an Archon Titan going, although they are quite expensive, but just to have one, I think it'd be cool. So let's do it. See if there's anything else. We've had a few cities that have been absorbed into our empire. Everkin is one of them here. So Tankin has a quest available. We don't have any units in the vicinity, so I'm not really interested. I suppose we could send this little group up, but I think we'll probably do something else with them. And yeah, so I don't think we're going to try to attack with Galendil currently. And we could get Pimpton in there. Could Galendil get in there to assist? Yeah, he could, actually. So we could use Pimpton and Galendil. The problem is they'd be by themselves. Wouldn't have any of these machines to back them up. So I think I'll wait one more turn, unfortunately, to really do that battle. In the meantime here, let's see what we can get up to with some of our other heroes. We could clear out this Sphinx Temple, but I think I'm just going to start kind of advancing past all of this. And just kind of start keep looking for some tunnels underground. Sometimes I find it helps if you zoom out and look for these kind of up-down arrows because they can really help you. Again, they're usually... These are either shadow gates or the cave entrances. So I'm just looking around to see if there was any that I kind of noticed in this area, and so far it doesn't look like it. Now, with Holly here, we could go and clear the Ziggurat, actually. That would certainly be doable with her, because her stack is extremely powerful. We would hopefully get some nice resources out of it, so you know what? Let's do it. This won't be an easy battle. Ooh, and we're up against a Phoenix, Manticore Rider, and a bunch of Phalanx units. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one, but I think we can handle it. Plus, if we win, we're going to get some, hopefully, really, really good rewards out of this one. All right. Who to buff? So, probably one of our ogres, I'm thinking, is going to get Bestow Iron Hearts. There we go. Put him up front. Flyer is also almost certainly going to get some kind of big buff. Although our Flyer's going to be in tough against all those Phalanx units, so we might not actually want to do that necessarily. Maybe we buff our other Ogre or our Orcs there, or Shock Trooper. Alright, so let's start bashing in these Phalanx units here. Oh, very nice. And then we can assist over here like this. Get the kill with our Flyer. And then with our Ogre, we can actually step up and start bashing in the Phoenix Warrior, or excuse me, the Phoenix, or the Manticore Rider. I think maybe we will engage. You know what? Maybe we'll just park ourselves in defense right there. And then Holly, on the other hand, could assist one of our other units, perhaps. Throw on a war cry here. Very nice. Oh, that's great. And then we can step up, do a guard break, actually, which is awesome. And then, you know what? Let's come out of that, and instead, let's actually attack this Manticore Rider. Oh, look at that big damage. Perfect. Okay. And now, with Holly, might be nice to actually just drop a nice heal here on the Flyer. Or the Shock Trooper. Both of them took quite a lot of damage. Don't really want to put Holly in big risk, however, but I think she'll be fine right there. Okay, yeah, going after Holly, kind of as expected. But we're fine. So our Shock Trooper, unfortunately, is stunned, so we'll just have to kill the Manticore Rider with our Ogre. And now this Phalanx unit is going to need to die. So let's go and do that. Very nice. I'm assuming it has mind control immunity. Yeah, it has strong will. That makes sense. So now we will step around behind, do a flank, which frees up Holly to move around here. And yeah, no conversion can be attempted there. However, we could do a little bit of damage, not enough to get the kill. But let's just use our Flyer there and finish him off. Perfect. Very nice. Okay, so let's see what the Ziggurat's going to give us. Amulet of the Ocean Soul. Okay, this is a legendary jewel item that gives swimming, water concealment, +1 resistance, frost strength upgrade, and 40% frost protection. That's pretty decent. Tempest Staff of Air Mastery. Ooh, that gives Call Lightning. That's really good. We're going to take this. That's amazing. All right. Now, let's see who could use some extra jewel items here. Awaness could. Just seeing if anyone else would really benefit. Galendil actually could. Let's send it to Galendil maybe, because he's about to get in some pretty nasty battling. And then now this is a weapon item, so you have to equip it as a weapon. Let's see who has maybe some less than amazing. So War Master could use it. Wandria could use it. Her weapon's really terrible, actually. Let's see, how far is it to get it to... War Master can have it in 1 turn, so let's send it to War Master. That's perfect. All right, I'm really glad I cleared that out, actually. That was totally worth... That was worth doing, that's for sure. All right, let's keep moving this way. Oh, and look at this. We've got ourselves a Frostling village that would like to open its borders. I'll accept that. Again, we are still looking for any way underground, though. That would be ideal. Because, again, I'm fairly confident that that's where Zorn is going to be found. You know what? Let's throw down a spy drone right here. And just keep on scouting as best we can. Okay, still no such luck, really. Lots of joint offers. Again, we're going to ignore most of those. Let's see. Anything else crazy? Nothing else jumps out at me there. So now let's just kind of start moving the rest of our units here and just keep that going. So again, we've got units kind of on the way, moving up through. We'll have them just hang out there until we've got additional units to back them up, because they have to make it through the dragon area as well, which is not going to be an easy feat for them, that's for sure. All right, we're heading to this Castle of the Lich King to finally clear it out. Again, we want this Juggernaut to join the fun. And this builder can keep on trucking here. And I'm really not sure exactly where this builder would be of most value, but Welby can move on through here. There he is. All right, so Welby's in Shadow Realm. While we're here, we might as well decide what else we maybe need to do. Spy drone here can just keep moving up the road. Now this little stack, again, I was going to have them maybe try and hunt down where these pesky units are spawning from. Again, my hunch is here, but I don't actually think that's a spawning structure, though, now that I look at it. No, it isn't. Okay. So, yeah, I really don't know where those elemental units are coming from that have been sort of harassing Yargan and giving me all kinds of problems. So, I guess we'll maybe just keep this unit going north and hope we can find it. Speaking of Yargan, we've now got this stack, which needs something to do. You know what? Maybe we'll just have them go north and join with that other stack there. Be nice to have an engineer in here to reload my cannons, and repair them slowly. Fula Zaire finished a Master's Guild. That's great. Now we can pump out builders that have Repair Machine, which wouldn't be such a bad thing. You know what? Let's do that. Anything else kind of crazy going on up top? Not really seeing a whole lot else to do at the moment. Let's just start kind of jumping around with our units here and see. Oh, right. Okay, and I've kind of been procrastinating doing something here with Leo. And with... Ooh, and look at this. There's more units defending it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not feeling really good about it. Even though they won't have a wall, I'm still just not that excited about doing this battle. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4 Manticore Riders and a Warbreed. That said, I'll have basically all the spell casting at my disposal. But of course, so will Zorn. I just don't know if that one's worth really attempting at this point. Let's see what else we can maybe see up here. I mean, nothing really. Yeah, this one's not a battle I'm really that excited about trying. You know what? I don't think I will yet. I think I'm going to actually retreat back. We can maybe go grab this dragon dwelling or something instead for now. I just don't think it's worth the risk at this point. We've got some structures here that can be cleared out, so let's start working on that. With saying we're closely matched, I don't agree. I think if we can kill off the horse, we'll be fine. Not to mention that these units are in a line, which makes them susceptible to that. Okay. Lightning cannon over here. It's gonna have to retreat. Reload. And this one can retreat back. One more spot. Blast that fell horse for some big damage. We can retreat back and just reload it. Alright, perfect. And we should be able to just get the finish here on the fell horse, no problem. Perfect. Excellent. And then I think we can just get a blunderbuss kill. Fantastic. And then that'll kind of start opening things up here. We can basically just clear out as many of these structures around here as possible. We could even try for this. Oh, I guess the wizard tower's already been cleared. All right, that's perfect. But we can grab the extra knowledge here out of this structure, or this repository, I guess. Let's see what else we've got for units here to move. Yeah, we're telling those ones to just hang out in the city for now. Cannon is going to keep on moving. Although, it might be nice to actually divert the cannon north, maybe. Have it kind of move up to join what's going on up north. I think maybe we'll do that because, again, sending all these units over here isn't necessarily going to be that beneficial for me, as the battle really isn't going on over here anymore. Once I kind of realized that that was a vassal dwelling of Zorn rather than one of his cities, I just don't think it's maybe as worth trying to clear out. All right, let's jump around a bit more here. This group, we're just going to keep right on moving here and kind of reinforce our position. We just want to kind of back up Holly as much as we can, just in case she gets in trouble. Oh, and Ness, on the other hand, now, let's see. Is there anything that really needs to be cleared out around here? Honestly, nothing that I'm seeing, so I think we'll just send her over this way as well. Keep jumping here. Still not really seeing anything I need to move at this point. Now, we do have this spy drone. We can do a little bit in the Shadow Realm here. That would be good. Grab some extra resources. Ooh, and there's some spawning structures here. Shadow demons. Big yikes. Again, Galendil is just kind of hanging out. Doing his own thing. He's got the Stormbows ready to back him up as well. Alright, now let's pick our research here while we're at it. I think we'll just keep doing... We'll get Invention even more so that we have additional casting points. We'll just keep that going. And then let's start doing our production real quick here. Again, we don't have nearly the amount of gold that we did before, so we can't be quite as aggressive with our choices this time. Although we can send this engineer up to try and join that stack, perhaps. Let's do another one here. We'll just keep making engineers. Yargan. Make another flamer. Bittercrest. Now we've got ourselves another flame tank. Head up this way. I think Bittercrest we're maybe just going to do... You know what? We'll forge an item here. I think, again, it's probably late, a little late for this, but I could send an item to Awaness that would allow her to basically repair machines, because she does have these 2 shrines of smiting that are in her stack. So let's create an item here, and we'll make it either an emergency... You know what? We'll do repair machine on it. And we'll make it the... repair... We'll call this the shiny repair kit. We'll forge that. And then we'll send that off to Awaness. It's probably not going to... The game will probably be almost over by the time it gets to her, but still, I think that's a good idea. Merchandise there. Over here, we will maybe just do another engineer. Bebjun. Merchandise. Most of our cities, I think we're going to just do merchandise again this turn. I can sell a Warlord's Command in Nurm. Balok, you know, it wouldn't be so bad getting a Builder's Hall there, so let's do it. Bassistan. Nothing else to sell, so we will just do merchandise. Fight Vale, merchandise as well. Pretty much merchandise across the board here. Stuff to sell in most of these cities, which is good. Just generating that extra gold income using that. There we go. Now, hang on. Before I do that, we did have another Stormbow here that was produced, so I should probably do something with it rather than just leave it sitting there. So we'll start sending a Stormbow off to join Awaness at least. And then Byriad here, I guess we'll do, let's see. We don't have enough gold for a Stormbow, but we could do a Storm Sister. So let's do that. And again, this city's kind of on the front line, so it'd be good to just have more units generated there. Ooh, I think that's probably a bit much for us here with what we've currently got in this stack. 2 cannons is nice, but nothing to reload them, which is giving me a bit of pause. You know what? We'll send this unit in to join. And then next turn we can try and attack there. This stack, we can head over and grab the watchtower. There we go. More vision range for us. That's good. And then with this little guy, because we don't want to lose our scout, we'll retreat into the water here. And Pimpton, we're just going to hang out because we don't want to get too aggressive and end up losing Pimpton there. Meanwhile, this scout will head down this way, I think. Our ferry can head down in the... stay in the lava here. just to avoid... Oh, and look at this. We've got another way up, so we'll check out what that is. Let's see. Okay, so that's this one here. So that's going to allow us to come up on that side. And this guy's just going to keep mining, making that extra money. And then this stack, now again, this was that stack that I really wasn't sure what to do with, but I'm going to start sending them over to at least maybe try and raid a Sphinx Temple or something like that. This guy we're just sending kind of northwards. You could even send him over to join this other group of knights. Now we can head down here. Let's see, can we... Yeah, you know what, we'll do one like that. Oh, we don't have enough gold. Okay, well, we'll just hang out for one turn then. And then we can remedy that situation where we can actually build a fort. And that's going to do it for our turn. So I think we'll call it an episode right there. So again, we're still not 100% sure where Zorn is located, but we're now on the doorstep of Anthoria here. We've really got a ton of units. We've got Pimpton with his stack. Again, Divine Justicars is in effect here. And then, of course, we've just got tons of machines ready to bring the siege to them. Not to mention we have Galendil, we have Shaman, and a bunch of Griffin Riders here ready to go. So we're bearing down on him, and we're going to bring the hurt and see if we can basically figure out very rapidly from there where his throne is. I suspect there's going to be a cave entrance up here in the area we can't quite see, and that's going to lead us to him. So in any case, we're going to save this one. We're going to call this one episode 33. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one.